the same as Bitcoin. There's constantly more and more of it being mined every day. And the store of value narrative is ridiculous. And even Bitcoin, the store of value narrative is ridiculous for Bitcoin unless you're storing it yourself on the actual blockchain without using a third party, like even a ledger, a hardware wallet. And you can't even hardly do that unless you want to download the Bitcoin Core wallet, and that's a hot wallet. So, this Litecoin is just, it's just bleeding out. It's fell out of the top 10, and it should, if crypto makes any kind of logical sense at all, which there's no guarantee it does, this should fall out of the top 20 to top 50 to top 100, just like Dash did. I was all over Dash years ago when it hit its all-time high. But where is it today? Copies don't tend to do well over time. The developer activity on Litecoin there's almost nothing. The privacy feature that they introduced with Mimblewimble led to some exchanges delisting it. And at this point, if you can't get ignorant fools to buy it on crypto exchanges and just park it there and hope the price goes up, then who's going to buy into this Ponzi scheme at this point? There's no smart contract support. I mean, like, why? Why? Bitcoin doesn't have any smart contract support either. It does have vastly superior marketing. And there's no native ecosystem. You've got basic wallets and send money from one chain to another. The network effects, like, this is just dying. And the mining narrative of proof of work, like, the only life this has had is people talking about proof of work. The next time the crypto matrix attacks proof of work, this is going down with it. Just like when everyone was attacking Bitcoin mining 2 years ago. And guess what? Nothing's changed in Bitcoin mining. And we're just keeping that quiet now. Because I guess it's okay to waste huge amounts of energy if people can get rich selling people Bitcoin that might not even exist. And then Litecoin's got all that stuff, but it doesn't have the marketing and the network effects that Bitcoin have. There's, I don't see the decentralization narrative at this point is even relevant at all. The branding, has ran out. Silver to Bitcoin's gold, you could say that with 100 different coins probably. There's no modern narrative like Ethereum with smart contracts, Solana with speed, ICP being fully on chain. Litecoin doesn't fit in. And here's the real thing though, when you compare it to ICP, which Litecoin has like a 3 times bigger market cap than ICP does. And you compare, Litecoin does basically nothing except transactions. ICP does everything full stack on chain. Litecoin's a fork of Bitcoin. ICP's built from scratch by the Definity Foundation, most advanced tech in crypto. There are no smart contracts on Litecoin, but on ICP, you have the most advanced smart contracts in the world. On-chain storage? Nope, not on Litecoin. On ICP, you can put everything on chain. You can't do that anywhere else. You got more transactions per second than Bitcoin on Litecoin, but other than that, like compared to ICP or a lot of these other blockchains, especially ones with even smaller market caps, Litecoin's useless. There's ICP does so much, and it does so much at a much smaller market cap than Litecoin, and you get a 13% APR staking your ICP. And in order to upgrade it, ICP, you vote on it yourself, whereas they have to do hard forks for Litecoin, that's a centralized operation. There's a lot of centralization. The governance, you're limited to the Litecoin Foundation, which last time I checked is very limited in terms of personnel. So this to me is absolutely fading. There's like nothing Litecoin does better than ICP except have a bigger market cap. So at this point, I think holding Litecoin's absolutely insane. Like if for some reason, somebody gave this to me, I would dump it as soon as possible. I don't care what the price is today. I would dump it immediately because, the only thing holding this up is ignorance and lies. So that said, this is not financial advice. This is my opinion. This is my research. This is my crypto review. This is my channel. If you want more of my channel, hit that subscribe button and keep coming back. Check the subscriptions feed. I do all kinds of stuff. Gaming, music, crypto reviews, ICP hype, inspiration, live vlogs. You will love it. And if you want to talk crypto, go to jerrybanfield.com. You can schedule a podcast or a live stream, a private call with me, or you can have me roast your whole crypto portfolio if you want.